Hello there, and welcome back to Pallegney. Just caught me sitting in my new tractor. You know how it is when you get a new toy and you just like to admire it and use it and be involved with it as much as possible. So I'm just sitting here savouring the smell of new vehicle. You know that smell, right? I'm sure it won't last for long once we start using it out in the field. So before we start with plans for today, let's take a look at our bank balance. So after all of yesterday's activities, we ended up with 133,000 euros. So let's take a look at our balances here. If we go down, we can see under sold products there in December, we got 130,000 euros mostly from the hay pellets. I think we also sold about 4,000 euros of silage. Or was that January? I think it was either December or January. Either way, it wasn't that much of our total income. January, we made 157,000 euros from the straw pellet pallets. So a considerable income there. So really, we've made 70% or even 80% of the money we paid for the pellet factory. And that's just in the first year. So I think that was definitely a worthwhile business venture. Anyways, on to today. I was thinking about getting the straw blower to grind the round straw bales down back into straw so that we can scoop them up with the Primos 5000 next time we rent it. I am going to do that, but what I think I'll do is wait until we rent it and see if I can find a way to grind the straw down so that it goes directly into the input of the Primos. Because the way I originally thought would be to grind that straw down and then use a tractor to drag the Primos over it. I just don't think that's the best way. I'd ideally not have to collect it manually with the tractor again. So when we rent the Primos 5000, it'll all make more sense. I'm going to make an attempt to grind the straw bales down right into the intake of the Primos. So what are we going to do today? Well, if we look at the map, it's February, we are expecting snow. There's not really too much to do. Our fields are in good shape. So I think what we might just do is skip through to March, because we do have plenty to do in March. So next month, I'm going to be planting oats in field 15 here. I'm going to be mowing the grass and tedding it, baling it up, and then cultivating this field ready for planting sorghum in April. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. One thing I do want to do in February actually is upgrade our bakery. I've been putting some thought into this, and as I previously mentioned, I've downloaded a mod called Upgradable Productions or Upgradable Factories. I can't remember the exact name. I'll share the link in the description. And what it does, it allows you to upgrade the factories up to level 10. So if we press the button here for it, you can see I can upgrade the bakery to level 2 for 55,000 euros. And so if we look right now, cycles per month 2160, production cost per month 60 euros. And the reason I want to upgrade it is I've had flour in there since last August, and it's just going through it so slowly, and we can make much more money if we just upgrade it by a level. So upgrading it for 55,000, you can see it's gone from 2160 to 4644, and the production costs have almost doubled. So we're getting a good deal out of that. I generally prefer using upgradable productions just because I don't want to have 5 or 6 bakeries dotted around the farm. I just don't think it looks very aesthetically pleasing. Let's take a quick look at the animals. I think they're in pretty good shape. We're going to have to be feeding them probably every 2 months. They're okay for this month. The new chicks are almost at puberty, which is fantastic. So next month they'll start producing eggs, so we'll be making a lot more money from that. And I think that's it. That's all I really wanted to take a look at this month. So let's jump out of our tractor and Can we get out this side door here? Or no, we have to go out through this door. And let's skip through to March. I will see you there. Welcome to a snowy March morning. Let's take a look at the weather to see what we're expecting today, weather-wise. No more snow is expected. I don't know yet when the snow is going to melt. And really, we can't do much until the snow does melt. I'm pretty sure we can't drill in the snow. We can't really do anything in the snow. What's that? Oh, well, that is. Maybe someone trying to start a fire in my farmyard overnight. Or delinquents. Anyways, let's quickly take a look at our animals to see the chickens. Okay, let's fill up our chickens' grain because it's running a little low and I want to do it before we get busy in April. So we can use the small tractor for these tasks now. Don't have to grab our giant monster tractor to drive around the farmyard, which is fantastic. And we'll go and feed our chickens. How much grain do we have in there? So 2,740, so they need just over 6,000 litres. There we go, that'll do for now. I should probably get a smaller trailer for these little jobs around the farm. It would be handy, but is it really necessary? Probably not, right? Maybe once we are rolling in money from our pellet business, we can consider that. Okay. So chickens are taken care of. And we still have about 55,000 litres of wheat in the silo. So we still have plenty. I'm not going to put any more in the flour mill for now, or the grain mill for now, because we don't need to. But we'll monitor our bakery and see how fast it uses the flour. Now we've upgraded it, and then we can top up the grain mill as necessary. Okay, let's take a look at the condition of our fields. And so if we go down here, let's turn on the grass so we can see our grass field. So our grass field is ready to mow. And our field 15 is ready to receive oats. I wonder if I can drill oats over the snow. I know it's not very realistic, but I would like to get it out of the way. There's not too much snow on the ground, is there? It's literally a light dusting. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fast forward to around midday and see if the snow disappears. Well, would you look at that? Almost as if the weather was listening to me. 12:25, the snow is gone, and so now we can just really take care of everything. So let's start by I'm going to switch this tractor off, and I think I'm going to drill our oat field first of all. So we'll open this. No, we don't need that door open. We'll open the far door here. We'll open this door here. We'll jump in our monster tractor. Now let's grab our drill. So my plans for the oats are to fulfill level 1 of our VIP contracts mod. 6,000 litres, and then the rest can just go in the grain mill. Let's make sure we've got the right crop selected. There we go, we've got oats there. And this is not going to take too long at all, so I will get it done and I'll be back with you soon. Okay, so we're almost done drilling and rolling the oats. And I think what we're going to do next, we're going to head over to the grass field. That's something I should have done here. I should have probably cultivated the field and then picked up the stones. I'll definitely make sure to remember to do it for the mustard field next to us once we harvest it. Totally forgot to check for stones in this field, but that's okay. Okay, so we're done rolling. Oops, let's get out of the way of Mr. Ranger over here. Okay, let's put this back in its little house. And you may have noticed that I did try and use the small tractor to tow this, but small tractor wasn't having any of it. I was like, hey, no, I'm only 100 horsepower. Can't handle this big device. So I had to get the big tractor out to finish the job. And let's take a look at, first of all, I'm going to take a look at our fields. Now, if we look at this field here, so we have good pH, we have good nitrogen here, so don't know what our no yield information yet, but really interested to see. So let's take a quick stop by that mustard field and see what our expected yield is. So almost perfect, 123% out of 125. Fantastic. Can you smell the mustard? No, me neither. Okay, so back to our big tractor. Let's take a look at grass mowing technology. So first of all, mowers, and we're going to be renting all of this. So what should we go with? How wide is the coon? It's 8.3 meters. Should we try for something a little wider, or should we stick with that because it's cheap? We don't need anything, don't need something that can windrow because we need to dry the grass, so having it windrow beforehand isn't going to be useful. Where'd they go? The class disco. Let's have a March disco with class. Alright, so we'll lease this. And we'll lease the center, the front mower too. Let's take a look next at tedders. And I think for a tedder we want something that's pretty wide, so maybe we'll go with the 12.5 meter tedder here. I think that should do the job. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then we also need a windrower. What windrower should we go with? I want to go with a big one like we did before because that made real light work of our field. So I think it was this 14.7 meter one, wasn't it? Yeah. And what I might actually do is upgrade our tractor a little bit. Currently has 105 horsepower. So I might upgrade our tractor a little bit and so that it can do the windrowing as well as the tedding. That sounds like a pretty good idea. So we'll rent that too. Okay, so let's grab our little tractor and let's send it over to the store. Probably going to have to course correct it a couple of times, but that's okay. And then we'll jump in our own tractor and we'll head over to the store ourselves. And we can mow, ted, windrow and bale the hay. And then we've got some ammunition for pellets come next winter. Okay, so we are almost done mowing the field. I have a worker helping me out with the drying. Hopefully it's not the drunk worker from last month. Hoping that she has been fired, never to work on my farm again. So I will not tolerate drunk drivers. Next up, I'm going to head back over to the vehicle store. I'm probably going to repair this tractor because it's struggling to get up the hills on this field. Then I will set to work with windrowing. I think probably by the time I get back with the windrower, the AI worker will almost be done with the tedding. I might just need to do a little bit of tidy up here at the top of the field. But I think the AI worker has done a pretty good job with the grass drying. I'm not sure if you need to cultivate the grass field before you drill it, or whether you can drill it with a direct drill, but I am going to... Oops, I just ran someone over. Never mind. I am going to cultivate it, and that's because I do know there are stones in the field, and I feel like the stones are what's really killing my tractor's maintenance. So I'm going to cultivate it. I'm going to whip the stones up with a stone picker, and then I'm going to drill it and roll it afterwards. I'm going to get as much of that done up to the drilling this month. I will continue with the rest next month. So we'll get our tractor repaired. And I think what I'll do is turn that off. Repair 11,355. Ouch. The price you pay for having big tractors. I'll take the windrower over to the field. I did upgrade the other tractor so that it can pull the windrower. And then we'll get the field windrowed while I go collect our baler and start baling. Work is made so much easier when you have a second tractor and are able to use AI workers. I do foresee our farm expanding much more rapidly now we have this extra tool. Let's get ourselves unfolded. I'm thinking, should I do a lap of the headland? I probably should, shouldn't I? And then give it to the worker to take over. Yeah, I'll get that done quickly. Let's back ourselves up here.
3, 2,
okay.
1.
Okay, so we are almost done baling the grass for this field. don't think we got quite as much as we did last time because I'm not sure that we re-fertilized the field for this new growth of grass. I don't think we did actually, but that's okay. We've got about 13 or 14 bales of hay. So I'm just going to finish this row, and then don't think we're going to get enough for another bale in here. Probably not. I'll have to wait till next time. So let's switch off. Let's eject the bales. And that's not going to work. There we go. We'll pick up the pickup. And let's head back to our farm with this tractor. And I already sent the other tractor back to the farm, so I'm going to go and transfer to that other tractor. And I'm going to collect our front loader, the bale spike, the trailer. And I'm actually going to pick the bales up myself, because as much as I love that super cool bale pickup, I don't really want to spend the 5,000 euros to rent it right now. And we do have a little bit of daylight left, so perfect opportunity to take care of loading up the bales myself. I think there's only 12 to 14 of them, so hopefully it won't take too long. And then I think we'll leave the cultivating, stone picking and drilling, or the drilling has to wait till next month. But the cultivating and stone picking will also leave until next month. I will resume the time lapse. I'll see you back here once we're done. Okay, so I've got half of the trailer loaded up, so I think what I'm going to do is leave the trailer in the field here, and I'm going to head back to our farm, and I'll just pick the rest up in the morning because I can't see to stack the bales, and I can't see where the bales are, and I don't want to undo the hard work I've done stacking the bales by spilling them everywhere because I can't see. So we'll finish that off in the morning. I don't think there's too many left to collect. We'll finish that off before we cultivate, pick up the stones and drill the field next month. I think that's also a great place to leave this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed watching us drill our new fields and mow some grass. If you are enjoying watching the series, please do consider liking and subscribing as we build out our farm here in Pallegney, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode. But until then, take care for now. Bye.